Hey, spiritual friends. We'll read a little bit from the Bible today. Strange thing happened to me, though, earlier. I left this morning. They predicted the weather to be very strong winds with very heavy rain. So I put my leather jacket on, and which I feel is more environmentally friendly than wearing all this great big plastic jackets that are going to be around for donkey's years. Do we see any leather anywhere? Complaints about leather in the sea? No. So while we're still keen on eating other animals, other creatures, then I think we should carry on wearing their skins rather than wearing all this plastic. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from. And my leather jacket did save me getting soaking wet today. And thing is, when I arrived at the other end, the rain had miraculously stopped. And then I was it was too warm today. It's a strange weather today because there's a strong wind. It's sort of a warm wind, yeah. So they always say it's coming up from Egypt when we get this warm wind, and it sometimes has bits of sand in it from the Sahara Desert, yeah. Anyway, to come to talk to you about the weather, I've come to read you a bit from the Bible. And this is regarding Jesus saying, "I thank you, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because you have hidden these things from the wise and prudent and revealed them to infants. Even so, Father, for it seemed good in your sight. All things are delivered to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal him. Come to me, all you who labour and are heavily burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and lean from me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Now the next bit here is the question about the Sabbath. And I'll just read a little bit from here. This is verse 12, Matthew. "At that time Jesus went through the grain fields on the Sabbath, and his disciples were hungry and began to pluck the heads of grain and to eat. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said to him, 'Look, your disciples are doing that which is not lawful to do on the Sabbath.' But he said to them, 'Have you not read what David and those who were with him did when he was hungry? How he entered the house of God and ate the ritual bread, which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for those who were with him, but only for the priests? Or have you not read in the law how on the Sabbath the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath, but are blameless? I say to you, in this place there is one who is greater than the temple. If you had known what this meant, 'I desire mercy and not sacrifice,' you would not have condemned the innocent. For the Son of Man is Lord even on the Sabbath." Now what Jesus is trying to put across here, that he is God. And God created the Sabbath so that man, well, let's say humans, could have a day of rest. Because back then you seem to be working more or less 24 hours, and I've read a lot about Victorian times here in London, where children would have to start work at probably 13 and go up chimneys and work all day, but at least they knew they had Sunday off. Now that's why the Heavenly Father made Sunday. It wasn't so that the priest could lord it over people and say, oh, you've broken God's law. It wasn't meant to be that way. So many things that God, our Heavenly Father, has sort of said to help humanity have been twisted, and his words have been misquoted. And now I'm reading a lot more of the Bible and other spiritual books. I'm beginning to understand that humans have misquoted our Heavenly Father's words for the millennium. Yeah. And I hope to one day, well, what I've got to say here is rewrite the Bible, and tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, Heavenly Father. And that would be a miracle if I ever get round to doing that. Anyway, bless you today, and may you find what you're looking for, whatever that might be. It might be health and happiness, because you've been suffering ill health, but don't get disheartened. Things do get better. I had bad knees, and now they're better. I had a bad back for many years, and I realised, I went to an osteopath, and he said, instead of we've all got an S-shaped back from the side, but I had an S-shaped from the front, if you get my meaning. Like looking at me, and my back was like that, and I think it was due to an accident. I fell off the ladders while repointing some bricks some years ago. Anyway, what I'm saying is, you will get better, but you've got to help yourself. There's no one going to get you to go to yoga classes and go swimming once a week and eat healthily. You've got to decide. You've got to create your life how you want it to be. If you want to be healthy, you've got to source healthy food. Then if you want to keep fit, you've got to do something about it. Okay. Anyway, end of lecture. Bye-bye for now. Peace.